and blood rushed to my face and took my eyesight quite away. The trees and bushes around me seemed midnight at noonday. Words from my eyes did start. They spoke as chords do from the string, and blood burned around my heart. Quoting from John Clare's poem, First Love, I would like to wish all of you present here today a wonderful and romantic evening. We have all felt this peculiar feeling that leaves us burning inside, glowing with happiness. Sometimes it comes to linger in us forever, and sometimes it comes to leave. But whatever it may be, it leaves you a changed person, different from who you were before. I was so used to seeing him from afar that I never really knew how it would feel like to have him right next to me. But one day, we spoke, and that started a friendship which was to last for a very long time. So I never dared to confess, and he never told. With time, I realized that there was another in his eyes whom he longed for. I was jealous, disappointed, angry because I thought he was mine. But eventually, I let him go. Ladies and gentlemen, once a great spiritual teacher, Osho, said that if you love a flower, never pick it up. Because if you do pick it up, it dies, and it ceases to be what you love. So if you do love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession, it's about appreciation. I was in doubt. I thought to be in love was to be in pain. And that was my opinion for a very long time. But recently, I was browsing the net and I came across this image which said that the most romantic love story isn't Romeo and Juliet who died together, but grandma and grandpa who grew old together. So me looking at my grandparents celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, I realized that in a relationship, when the elements of romance, passion, and beauty are removed, if you can still find loyalty, trust, friendship, then there resides love in its truest, most pure form. It is sad when you meet someone only to find out that they aren't there to stay for a very long time. But doors open, doors close, all for a reason. The doors that open and remain open continue to add color, vividity, and new perspective to your life. The doors that open and close adds a memory and experience from which you can learn. Friends, is it worth it to throw all your life expectations, dreams, and goals over an unrequited affection? Let me share with you a story that my father told me once. There was a teacher who took her students to a garden full of flowers and asked them to pick just one flower. Some of them picked a flower right at the start. Some of them walked a little bit further, and some had to walk for a very long time before they finally settled their minds on one particular flower. When they came back, the teacher herself picked a flower and said, "This flower represents love." Some of you might find it at the very early stages, some a little later, and for some, it might take an entire lifetime. Down the line, some of the flowers might even fade away. However, be patient, because when the correct flower blooms, it would be the most beautiful of them all. I too have a flower. And when I look at this, I am reminded of how beautiful and intense the feeling of being in love is. Oh. But there are thorns in some flowers too. It pricks you and makes you bleed. But the wounds heal. And what my scars have taught me is that I've been looking at a closed door far too long. It's time to take my eyes away and look. For somewhere out there, a new door is about to open. Over to you.